Good evening, everyone. How are we all? Welcome to a very, very special live stream as Bitcoin attempts to break through the 100k barrier. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you like the stream, and if we do smash that 100k barrier, we will give away some Borg tokens. Good to see so many people in the chat. Let me know how the music is. Lots of familiar faces. Ross hasn't fell out with me over my XRP dig, which is nice. Ryan, let's get the tunes pumping. So let's have a quick look at Bitcoin, because I think we could get a breakthrough of 100k tonight. Right now, we are sitting here at $99,200. What's weird is there's a premium right now, so Coinbase is actually ahead of Binance by a few $100s. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, but we're just teasing everybody with the 100k level. I firmly believe we're going to break it tonight, and I actually don't think we'll get a massive pullback at 100k, and the reason is that's just too obvious. The only people shorting 100k are going to be retail investors who expect a pullback. If I was smart money and I was a massive whale, I would crush 100k. I'd go to 105k, and everyone that shorts at 100 would just get absolutely wrecked. And then I'd reverse the chart when they all pile into longs at 105k. That's the way I would play it. Hopefully, we see a smash through that 100k barrier, and then I actually think once we get above 100k, that's when Ethereum is going to go ballistic, and I'll explain why shortly. I've got a bit of conspiracy theory about Ethereum. I know how everybody loves them in here. Anyway, let's have a look at our beloved XRP. So Bitcoin just trading around this level. We'll keep an eye on it as the stream goes on. XRP continues to absolutely melt faces. Hopefully everyone hung on to their XRP. Not naming any names. But you know what? XRP has been the most frustrating hold for anyone. Think about it, we are back at the 2021 levels, but it's been a long old hold. If we think down here, March 2022, you could even talk about even before that. It's 966 days before we finally got this move. So XRP is now leading the market. It and Solana seem to be dominating right now. Solana retraced off all-time high last night, but XRP is doing it the only way XRP does, and it does it in massive god candles. I think we could see another one. I do think XRP will get back up to the $2 level very soon, depending on what happens with Bitcoin. But actually, XRP for me is going to be the catalyst for the alt season, and I spoke to a few people about this recently. So every cycle, there's a few coins that lead the alts. Last cycle, I think it was Cardano and Solana that kind of had a bit of face melting time, and what happens is people take those profits, but they don't leave the market. They just rotate all those profits into other coins, and that's exactly what will happen with XRP profits. This thing goes to all-time highs, it goes on to $3, $5, $7, whatever. The amount of money that's going to create in people that it'll be first-time wealth, it'll be first-time gains, it'll be first-time profit for them. They're just going to spend that in altcoins that haven't done the same gains, and that's where you start seeing this explosive altcoin rally. Especially combine that with people rotating out of Bitcoin to chase massive 10, 20, 30, 100x gains that they're not going to get from Bitcoin once it gets north of 100k. So that's what I think will happen. And yeah, big moves coming. Have a look at the chart. What I love, actually, I'll move to the other chart because it's a better chart. This one actually shows the full history of XRP. If you can actually see, we've cleared these highs here. These this was the end of the 2021 cycle. This was when Bitcoin was going to 69k. XRP and most altcoins, to be fair, never made new highs. So the highs were made in the April high. Most altcoins didn't run again, or didn't run as strongly. So we've cleared these highs now, and the target for this kind of move is this 196 level. I think at 196, if we go there quickly, then we're going to have to see some retraces, and that's just healthy in any market. Everybody in the chat room, in CC Pro, on Twitter, is going to be saying that's the cycle over. It's just healthy market moves. You have to have retracements, you have to have profit taking, and then we go again. And that is exactly what we'll see. And we'll see that right across the market. We'll see it in Bitcoin, Ethereum, we'll see it across all altcoins. I do think if we get to the 196 level, we'll see significant profit taking there. because basically anyone that entered the market after April 2021 will be in profit by then. So that'll be a huge number of holders, because a lot of the people that were in back here, they're out the market. They're not holding XRP anymore. There's very few of these people left. But the people that maybe bought in here, they're still around, so they'll be in profit as of now. Probably take profit around the $2 level. $2 another psychological level as well. So for me, that makes the most sense where we see the pullback, and I don't think it'll be a deep retracement. I think we might get back to this level here, about 140, where we're kind of here now, and then we'll go again, and XRP will go on to new all-time highs this cycle. I'm pretty convinced of it. Let's have a quick look back at Bitcoin though, and then we'll go into some alts and stuff, but let's be serious. The focus of everything in crypto right now is all about Bitcoin. And if we draw some fibs on Bitcoin, we can see that we are nearing the 618 level at 102,400, so 102,400. That to me seems like quite a logical point of profit taking and significant resistance. And if we look at the Nasdaq, I'll show you why. The Nasdaq got up to the, there we go. So this was the 2021 high on the Nasdaq, retraced to the bear market low, similar to what crypto did. It got up to the 1.618 fib level, and then it got quite a heavy rejection. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something similar like that with Bitcoin, but it is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin seems to do its own thing. There's huge amount of pressure, buy pressure in the market right now, with options trading just going live, but the ETF, everything is focused on Bitcoin. There's talk of Microsoft, there's talk of all this stuff coming. At the same time, governments are about to start printing trillions of dollars. So the Bitcoin buy pressure is huge right now. So yeah, $102,400 is an area that I will watch with a lot of interest. And if we blast past that, then we are going much, much higher. What's interesting as well is if we draw fibs here, just on the local move, we can see it sits, we've already blasted the 1.618, 115,000, which is also just around our green box, which is the target of this downtrend breakout. So those are the two levels. One of those will act as significant resistance for me. One of those will be the point at which we face a nasty rejection. This was the target of this breakout here. But as we've said a number of times, if you're not in CC Pro, you're missing out on. We've been talking about this for at least the last 2 weeks, but pullbacks are going to happen. It's not straight up. And if we look at the past cycle, I think it's important to look at what happened in the past. Bitcoin went on this massive parabolic rally. Still had these huge pullbacks, 31% here, which started around the first week in January, which coincides with the presidential inauguration. So I've always thought that there might be something around President Trump getting actually put in office. So maybe history doesn't always repeat, but it does sometimes rhyme. Do we see a rejection in the first week in January to coincide with that? That's a potential. And then you've also got another 26% sell off here as well. And then there was another 18%. So you just need to get comfortable in pullbacks. We are very far from the top, in my opinion. Pullbacks are going to happen. You just need to accept it. What's going to happen is altcoins, when there's a pullback, are going to pull back quite aggressively. Bitcoin will drop. If Bitcoin drops 30%, your alts are going to get crushed. But it's early in the cycle. Still got a long way to go. I think Bitcoin can get north of 150k, 200k. So yeah, I think we've got loads of room to go, but just be ready for pullbacks and make sure you're taking profit when you hit your targets and you're sweet. Isn't Trump pro-crypto? Yeah, he's pro-crypto. I never said it was going to be something Trump does. There's a lot of angst, needle, whatever you want to call it, about Trump getting elected. It wouldn't surprise me if something causes a pullback. The Biden administration are absolutely tearing down the house on the way out. So, yeah, we could see something. But that's just that. We'll have a look through some altcoins. Cardano's absolutely destroying it today. If Cardano breaks $1, then yeah, I think I had said my target was 124 to someone. But yeah, let's have a look at some altcoins, and then we can talk about why I think Ethereum is lagging the market, and then we'll come back to Bitcoin. So we've kind of covered XRP. Next stop for me is $2. Let's have a look at. Somebody mentioned Polkadot earlier. Polkadot definitely lagging the market. It's funny because some of these OG coins have actually had a lot of attention over the last couple of days. That to me tells me that retail maybe, or maybe not full on retail, but past cycle investors are starting to come back to crypto because they would just gravitate to old coins. So Polkadot up 7% today, not great, but it's broke the 200-day moving average. Still miles away from this March high. That's what's really exciting for me, that most coins haven't even got back to the March levels, and Bitcoin is almost 30 grand more, almost $30,000 more than it was in March, and altcoins haven't even got to their March levels. In fact, are miles away from it. Look at Polkadot, 88% move. I think Chili's is an interesting one. It's 120% move. So Cardano's now broken its March high. Solana obviously is absolute melting faces. It'd be nice to see Solana break a new all-time high as well. But yeah, a lot of movement to come. Let's talk about Borg. Borg's had a nice wee move today. Start for Borg. So I don't know if you saw Dex post about Borg on X, but he was basically saying how bullish a chart Borg was, and pretty much spot on, to be fair. We've got a period of accumulation, consolidation along the bottom here. We then broke above the MA and just oiled up before that explosive move, and I think this goes much higher. I do think we start marching upwards for Borg. I don't think we're going to see 12 to 15 cents for Borg anytime soon. I think now that we're above this level here, around 18 cents, I think we just start marching higher. Seems like there's a lot of momentum at SwissBorg. They launched 10 coins this week. I think they're planning on launching many more. BorgPad starts next week, I think, and they've got loads of other things lined up for the coming months, some which will benefit CC Pro members more than just the average SwissBorg user. So make sure you're in CC Pro for that if you're not already. But yeah, so for me, Borg has huge upside, just getting started very early for Borg, and for me, retail's still not here. So I think we've spoke about it a lot. Borg will do best when retail enters the market because they're going to look for an exchange. In this cycle, SwissBorg actually have the European market not to themselves, obviously, but they've got a bigger market share because Bybit aren't in the UK. KuCoin, Mexi, you can't find on the Apple Store. BitGet, don't know what's going on with BitGet, but all these exchanges are clamping down on especially UK users, but European users. So SwissBorg should capture a bigger share of the retail investors entering this cycle. So I think they sit around 1 million users right now. I would expect that to absolutely explode this cycle, and it's going to be good for the Borg token. The yield's back on the Borg token, and they're going to start bringing certain things to Borg holders that's really going to benefit you if you hold the Borg token. Yeah, Bugsy, I think some March levels will get taken out between now and Christmas for some of the altcoins. Not all of them, but quite a few. I think Solana and Cardano, well, they seem to be running just now. There's a few other coins, obviously, but Solana will go into price discovery probably this weekend. Cardano's obviously breaking out. XRP is breaking out. People are going to start taking profit on those coins and just flooding them into other coins, and then the other coins have smaller market caps, so then they run faster and harder. So it's just the money flow. Somebody asked about Flame, actually. Flame, it's just lagging. It's just, there's no real narrative on that kind of sector. It's the same way a lot of the kind of gaming launchpad type projects. So yeah, I do think its time will come. It's just lagging, still above this support level here. The one good thing about having different coins run at different times is if you do have some spare, you know, if you, for example, if you took 10 grand profit on a project, you might rotate a tenth, you know, 1 grand into Flame. That 1 grand into Flame will buy you so many tokens at this price. Yeah, MV finally moved. Yeah, we did say it will. It was just about being patient. Glad I got a wee buy-in this curve, but I'm still a wee bit underwater. Not hugely now. It's amazing what you can buy, how many tokens you can buy when something's under 1 cent. But yeah, listen, I still think we're quite early in the cycle in terms of this leg up. If Bitcoin goes to a $5 trillion market cap, if crypto goes to a $5 trillion market cap, the altcoin market goes up over 2.5 trillion, then like the amount of money that's going to flow into the altcoins is going to be obscene. Yeah, I'll check Multiverse. Not one we've covered, actually. Not a lot of people ask about this, to be fair. Let's have a look. You could say it was kind of in a bit of a downtrend, broken out of that downtrend. Now, and it's tested its support. This is very rough drawings. It needs to claim, looks like it's coiling up for a bit of a move. As long as it holds above 28, then that should be it. And then it's got loads of upside. I don't think something changed with, it was Elgorand or something like that, wasn't it? And it changed to Multiverse. So yeah, I don't know if I'd be holding for all-time highs, because projects that change name always bother. I don't really understand it. But this coiling up's really healthy, really exciting. This, just like we've seen with so many projects, nearly every project across the space, it pumps, has this coil up, and then it absolutely explodes. For me, I'd be looking just to try and claim these levels here, which, what, like almost a 3x from here. That'd be quite nice, to be fair, and it does look like it's getting ready to make a move on the daily. You can see that break out this weekend. Would be nice. And if it does break out this weekend, you will definitely hear from me. Because this was one that TMG shelled really heavily back in the day, and it's just always kind of really interests me, to be fair. But don't hold out for this number here. Pretty certain I won't do that. Yeah, Orca's pretty difficult to chart. I think Orca will have a good bull run. I have no idea what it'll go to. I have no idea targets, but I think Orca will have a really good bull run, and the reason I think that is because all the volume on chain is on Solana dexes, and Orca, Jupiter, Radium are absolutely tearing it up right now. And as far as I'm aware, the Orca token, I think it'll be like Uniswap, put it that way. Uniswap, first cycle, the Uni token wasn't really a big deal or part of the ecosystem. But as they evolve, as they get more volume, as they get more users, then they can afford to make more of an inroad with the token. So I think that will happen for Orca. And somebody asked about Jupiter in the chat the other day. Again, can't really do TA because it's quite a new coin. Like, who knows where this could go. But again, I do think these tokens will have really solid bull runs, especially if the on-chain volume stays on Solana, which I can't see why it wouldn't. Here, this is this pattern again that we keep seeing. Every single chart we look at, this pattern appears, coiling up, and then it moves. Let's have a look at... Find a coin that actually done it on. Uniswap, again, same pattern. Algorand a wee bit, had a little bit of a coil up. GMX, there's another one. They're all coiling up. I genuinely think we see Bitcoin breaks 100k. I think we will see massive explosions in the alts. And I guess, does everybody want to hear my conspiracy theory about Ethereum and why I think Ethereum's about to absolutely melt everybody's faces? Let me know and I'll cover it in between covering some coins. I'm not going to cover Landwolf, K-Bar. I bought some more the other day because DEC made me get FOMO. I think I bought it about, what was it, just under 3 million market cap. So yeah, I'm not going to cover memes because DEC screener absolutely ruins the stream. So, but yeah, I think I actually bought some of the original Wolf on ETH and some of the other Wolf on ETH just to hedge my bets. LimeWire, I'm really bullish on LimeWire. Actually, because it dipped so hard. So this was where I thought we were going to dip to, and obviously we dipped way further. So it meant I just had to keep buying. It was like a bear market style momentum. I just had to keep buying all the way down. So it's now ended up being quite a big bag of mine. But it looks, on the 3-day chart, this candle looks extremely bullish. And also my target for what I want out of LimeWire in a pound amount or a dollar amount means that I think I can get out at like somewhere stupid. It's really low and I still achieve the same dollar amount. So it means my goal's closer. I don't have to wait for stupidly high gains. But I do think it'll blast through this. I think it'll do more than 180 all-time high this cycle. It seems to be doing a lot of good things, except launching on stupid sexies. It launched on Mexi for futures trading the other day and it absolutely dumped. But it is what it is. XBorg, can't really chart it because it's so new, but I suppose it depends when you got in. My goal for it is to get to $1. be honest. $1 billion market cap. For me, that's huge. And I might take some profit out before it gets there. I might take some profit when it gets above 500 million FDV, which would be 50 cents. Nice and easy. But that would be, I think it's more than a 5x, because I bought seed, I bought pre-sale, and then I've been pledging. I think my average is around 8 cents. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be looking for, to get out 50 cents, maybe start taking profit, maybe. But if the gaming narrative returns, the thing could go to $1 instant, like really quickly. But yeah, $1 would probably be my target for it. Because the thing is, it's not about what you think it can go to, it's about what you want to achieve. Everybody has to understand that, and if you're not in CC Pro, this might be new to you, or might be the first time somebody's telling you this, but investing isn't about how high you think something can go. Investing is about what you want to get back for the capital and time you've invested. That is all it is. So your targets need to be based on what you want out of a project and what you want out of the markets, not on, I think this project can do 100x, so I'm just going to wait till then, because that's how you'll get wrecked. Because all it takes is one thing to happen. Project gets hacked, for example, and you've just wasted all this time and money waiting on something that never happens. So yeah, if you're not in CC Pro, then you're missing out on stuff like that we share all the time and talk about. But if you are in CC Pro, then you've heard it many times, and hopefully your profit-taking plan reflects that. Right, let's talk about Ethereum. So Ethereum's completely lagging behind, which is a bit strange. Ethereum normally lags Bitcoin, but not as much as this. Ethereum's still not reclaimed its April or March highs. In fact, it's still quite a way off, which is really strange. And everybody's saying that the reason Ethereum's struggling versus the market is because Solana's better. Solana's replaced Ethereum. For me, that's just not true. But what I think is, let's go this. So over the last 7 days, the Ethereum ETF has had net outflows. So the Ethereum ETF is selling Ethereum, which is harming the price appreciation of Ethereum. So there's only 2 products in the US that has a spot ETF, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, all the headlines, all the media, all the focus, all the institutions are all focused on Bitcoin. So if they had bought the spot ETF, they're probably on a wee bit of profit now anyway. So they're rotating that into the Bitcoin to chase this massive Bitcoin rally, in my opinion. This is all total conjecture. However, all these people, all this smart money that holds all this Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's up here at $99,000, the only way they can get out of their positions, because they're massive positions, is if retail comes in and acts as exit liquidity. And that will only happen, in my opinion, once we get past $100,000. Once we get past $100,000, Bitcoin will go from the 15th story on CNBC to the first story. It'll be on BBC, it'll be on Channel 4, it'll be on CNN, it'll be on every single news station across the world. And retail will FOMO buy into Bitcoin. And at the same point, smart money will start selling their Bitcoin and realizing some of the profit, because they can't do it right now, because if they do it right now, it's such an illiquid market that it's going to dump the price. So they need retail to come in to act as that exit liquidity. And as soon as that happens, I think those big institutions, those big whales, that smart money will move to the next ETF, which will be Ethereum. Because at 100k, Bitcoin has max 2x in it. But Ethereum, they know, has 3 or 4x. So I think they're suppressing the price right now until retail enters Bitcoin so that they can sell their Bitcoin and then buy the ETH ETF, and it'll go on a monster rally and it'll eclipse everything we've seen in terms of percentage moves of Bitcoin, because it's a smaller market cap and it doesn't take as much to move the price. Complete theory, complete conspiracy, but I do believe there is suppression of the Ethereum price, and I do think it's because institutions want it, but they don't want to sacrifice their Bitcoin price right now, and they'll do it once retail enters, once we move above 100k. Could be wrong, could be utter nonsense, but something's going on. There's no chance that this is just normal market moves, because why would people overlook Ethereum? Especially when you consider that Ethereum and base chain is dominated by the biggest exchange in the US, Coinbase. There's no way they're not going to pump the price of Ethereum. No chance. It's just a matter of timing, like everything. And I think we'll see it in the next week or so that we start seeing big moves in ETH. And yeah, Bugsy's right. There's going to be a Solana ETF soon. There'll be a XRP ETF. There'll be a, I don't know, there'll be probably 100 other ETFs. Maybe even just a crypto basket ETF. But to ignore Ethereum, in my eyes, it's just the same people that said Ethereum was going to flip Bitcoin back in the day. This happens every cycle. People just think that Solana's replacing Ethereum. For me, it's not. I think, yeah. Let's wait and see. Let's see if I'm right. Let's have a look at some more coins. XRP looks insane. I'm interested to see what happens with Gary Gensler leaving and XRP, because it was the former chairman Jay Clayton, I think that was his name, that actually started the lawsuit against Ripple and then left. It'll be interesting to see if Gary Gensler does the opposite and ends the case and then just leaves. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Let's have a look at Uni. Still quite low, to be fair. As I've said, I think these DEX coins will have good bull runs. 82% just to March. And March isn't even that high. March to all-time high for Uniswap still on 160%. Crazy. VeChain, normally get asked about VeChain actually. Back at this resistance, but rejected off it here and went on and reclaimed it. I do think resistance levels for most altcoins are just going to start getting blasted out the way. Look at Bitcoin on shorter time frame. It'll retraced a little bit. You know what's probably a good indicator if we're going to blast 100k tonight is anyone calling a double top on Bitcoin on X. If they are, then 100k is almost guaranteed. They asked about CRV. CRV's had quite a nice couple of days actually. 8% today. Back above its kind of resistance area. This is one that might go into a bit of sideways consolidation. I'm going to replicate that. But XRP go much higher. Another example of buy fear. Sure, it was down here when it got hacked, or the founder was accused of going or getting liquidated. Pretty sure that was in here, or maybe in here, but one of the two. But if you bought down here, I mean, you're up 90%. Buy fear. And long term, 157. That'd be quite a nice target. I'm sure most people will have some decent buy-in prices now. One thing that I don't know if we've ever covered before, but I was looking at charts the other day, and if you actually, everybody always talks about the Bitcoin price retracing and where it'll go in the next bull run. People say it'll never go below 100k. People say it'll never go back below $69,000, things like that. But I think what's probably what looks like quite a reliable indicator is this. So the market cap never actually got below or closed below the previous market cap top. That might be something to watch, but when you hear these theories of Bitcoin will never go below 100k or whatever number they pluck out of the sky, just remember that everybody was saying this year around 30k was the bottom for Bitcoin in the last bear market. This was literally everybody on YouTube was saying, because of these previous support levels, and they had some logic to it, it wasn't just a number, that was the bottom. And obviously Bitcoin crashed and went way further, actually half. Sushi, another coin that's lagging the market, pretty good price action, still in my opinion undervalued. Slightly coiling up as well. Wonder if we get a bit of a breakout in the altcoin market this weekend. Total 2 is finally, the Total 2 is on course. We are about 3 hours away from the highest daily candle close in the altcoin market since January 2022. That's quite a big statement. It's also breaking above, obviously, the March high that we keep talking about. So, yeah, that might be quite a bullish indicator that if we do get this close, then for me, the next target for the altcoin market is probably stop around 1.5, but then the all-time high at 1.7 trillion. So we talk about these numbers so flippant in crypto as well. Like, that is like $400 billion of capital. That is the market cap of probably about 1,000 coins added together. So when we talk about the altcoin market going from here to here, it doesn't look like a big move. $400 billion. $400 billion will shift some altcoins in a massive way. And then if we look at, I mean, the others, which is the crypto market minus the top 10, isn't even 400 billion. You're adding that again. Just insane amounts of money. But we're almost desensitized to it in crypto because we talk about numbers every single day. Bitcoin dominance getting rejected. That would be lovely if it got rejected. Started moving down. Let's check out Opulus, and then we'll do inspect. On the daily, Opulus looks like it could retrace a little bit. Got a bearish candle. on the weekly, just kind of moving up. So we could see a retrace in this over the weekend, maybe back down to 6 something, and then make the real move. Double bottom. It loves double bottoms, Oculus. This was the double bottom we called. This is where we called back in January 2023. Double bottom and a double bottom here. So yeah. But again, Oculus is similar to LimeWire, similar to XRP in that it moves fast. Just right now, all the narrative is about Bitcoin. So these it's kind of hard for some altcoins to break out. Inspect looks unreal. Back to this level. Yeah, there's resistance, kind of resistance and support in here. Bounced off it, and the 200-day moving average combined at the same point. So yeah, I expect Inspect to have a very good next 7 days. I'm interested to come back to this actually. Let's this was where I said I was buying some Inspect a few weeks ago, up 245%. Let's just draw on. We bought tonight. I'm interested to come back to this next week. Ignore the stop loss, it's not a trade. Let's just have a look at it. Let's mark it out. See where we get to. That would be my target. 10 cent. And around there. See if we can get there. Yeah. Loose. Inspect looks unreal. Just basically back testing resistance as support, which is one of the healthiest moves in crypto. So yeah, looks very bullish to me. Quite a pullback, but these coins with small market caps are going to move quite aggressively. Somebody asked about the metaverse. If I was part of a metaverse token, I would pivot to AI as quick as possible. I think the metaverse will become a thing again, but I don't think it's going to be called the metaverse. It'll be called some augmented reality or something like that. It'll be paired with AI, and you'll have a little AI bot that you can interact with, and it'll be your best friend. Or there's already a company actually called Angel.ai. This is a crypto project that I spoke to the other day, and it basically creates companions, shall we call them, but they're all AI, and you just talk to them. Like, what world do we live in that this is a thing? You can obviously have cartoon ones if you're a bit of a geek, but yeah, that's what I think the metaverse will become. Just basically hanging out with your AI pals. So if you hold Sandbox, like, I don't think it's a bad investment. I can look at the chart. If we base it purely off the chart, then I don't think it's a terrible investment. Again, same pattern on so many altcoins. This coiling up, breaks out, comes back, coils up, and then it'll move again. And for me, 50 cents would be the kind of local target I would be looking for. But yeah, that's in terms of fundamentals, that's what I would pivot to if I was a metaverse token. Is it Ansel? You are spot on, my friend, and I guarantee you it becomes $1 billion business, probably $1 trillion industry will be AI companions. How sad. And the next thing will be they'll introduce them to kids in schools, and every kid in school will have an AI best friend. So yeah. When they asked about ZRX, sound like a broken record, but it's the same story. Actually, the one thing I would say about ZRX is pullback is tested to 200 MA as support. Have a look at the 3-day. It's above the 3-day. This chart doesn't have a weekly. It's broken out of accumulation. Yeah, it looks good to go. Got some price move. So yeah, from a trading point of view, it looks pretty bullish. What I'm looking for MV, just going, you just keep chugging away. Now, in all seriousness, it depends on your average buy for MV. If we were doing this stream a year ago, I would say back. Personally, I would say back to kind of some of the peaks. Let me try and zoom out enough. So, if we were doing this stream a year ago, this was probably my target. We were buying in and around here. But now, my average buy is so low that, I don't know. I mean, a 10x, and 10x for me would get me here. Maybe a bit, no, it must be a bit higher. Probably up and around here somewhere. So yeah, it depends on your average buy. It depends what you want out of it. The one thing, I read an article this week, and one of the things they were saying was there's two parts of profit taking. You have to be selling. You have to take profit. But you also don't want to sell too early. Imagine you sold MV at 5 cents, got a 2x out of it, or 2.5x out of it. But you were just done with the coin. It frustrated you for months. And then it goes to 30 cents. That is insane money that you've left on the table. So you do have to balance being realistic with being optimistic and remembering, held it for a year, 2 years, like XRP. I saw people taking profit at like 90 cents, and it's like, well, you might as well have just sold and bought something else if that's all you're going to hold for. Like, you need to have some conviction. But yeah, there is balance, and you need to have both. Ansels Connor. So, anyone watching the stream, the lovely graphic of Gary Gensler was courtesy of, is it Anseli? Sorry, I've got the YouTube on a smaller screen. But yeah, he is the GOAT, and these graphics are sick. Yeah, Dennis. Yep, you're right. What's the lines on your charts? To be honest, depends which chart. Most of them are support and resistance levels. Some are just areas of interest. So, which kind of are both the same thing sometimes. And a lot of the time it's just me mucking about. Like if I'm trading, if I'm watching levels, if I'm hitting price targets. Like for me, I'm in a leverage trade of Chili's right now. I think I entered, I've had it for ages. It's a low leverage trade, basically like a spot leverage trade type thing. So my target for that is around 12 cents because I'm happy with the returns from that. I know for a fact it will go to 16. I'm pretty confident it will go way up higher. But I just draw things on charts. It's the easiest way to learn, and it's the easiest way to check if you know what you're doing, if you're basing things on a feeling or you're basing it on price. And for me, drawing on charts is the easiest way to draw out your price targets. But yeah, just points of interest. Sometimes we use lines, sometimes we use boxes. It just depends. Low, I don't know what low is. So for anyone that tuned out the stream when we talked about why Borg is coming off centralized exchanges and why the XBorg launch was so successful, this is what happens when you launch on a centralized exchange. You have a short-term pump, trap all the retail, and then Binance destroys your token. I mean, I don't know anything about it. Don't know what the coin is, but doesn't look like a terrible time to buy. You'd need to look into token releases, tokenomics. Is it still alive? Are they still building? I assume they are, because it was in this kind of accumulation phase. Now it's broke out of it. So yeah, for me, doesn't look like a bad time to buy. It's broken the daily 200 MA and tested it as support, kind of. So once again, same pattern. So yeah, if you're going, if you're wanting to buy some, I would buy it like sooner rather than later. But I'm not buying it. I don't know what it is, but that's just my advice, and it's not financial advice. It's just EA advice. Don't even know. So doesn't have great price action. Does look pretty healthy, to be fair. Not far away from a new all-time high, in all fairness. 33% from all-time high. When did we launch the basket? I think we launched it in first week in around here. That'd be right. Either August. In fact, it was probably here, was it? Either August or September we launched the basket. So either way, it was down here somewhere. Even if we say it was here, price wise, we're up 269%. That's right. I mean, on KuCoin, it's a new all-time high. Yeah. Jeez. Somebody should keep an eye on this basket. I've got to say, the utter dross coin Vita Inu that Deck picked for the basket has absolutely smashed it. Up 283%. $1,400 from $500, meaning we are at 4x on Vita Inu right now. Well done, Deck. Pretty sure there was absolutely no research that went into picking Vita Inu, but maybe I'll give him some credit. You are now outperforming Bitcoin with Vita Inu. Congratulations. Yeah, basket. Obviously, we took $5,000 profit. Started $5,000, took $5,000 profit into USDT. Now currently sitting at 13,000. But as we keep saying, retail's not here. We haven't got the alt season. We're still not even at the March highs. MV and CRV are still down. CRV, to be fair, has recovered nicely. I think last week it was down about 22%. So it's recovered nicely, up 51% in the last 7 days. MV up 18%, so starting to see a lot of life in the basket, but we've still got much higher goals for the basket. Our low risk is, to be fair, it's kind of doing exactly what we expected it to do. Just kind of perform, but not blow MD's faces. So started with $5,000. We're now at 6.3. Not terrible returns, to be fair. And yeah, it just continues working away. I would expect Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin very soon, and that'll drive some performance to this, but profit's profit. Can't believe that. I'm actually waiting for Deck to start defending himself on his new. When to start taking XRP profits? It's entirely up to yourself. Like, you need to make that decision based on your average buy, how much you hold, what your goal is, and also there is an element of how much you want to be in the market. If you get to a point where you are happy with your profit and you're quite happy to just chill on the sidelines, take the profit and go and chill. Crypto is stressful. I was having this conversation with somebody earlier. I trade personally. I was in quite a few leverage trades. Earlier this morning, my crypto trading portfolio went over 100k for the first time this cycle. I went to get a massage. In 5 minutes before I went in to get the massage, my portfolio was down to 60 grand. I had lost 40k in about 2 hours. And I was like, I can't go for this massage with my portfolio absolute tanking. They were running late and it was at 85k by the time I went into the room. Like, crypto is stressful. That is insane volatility and insane amounts of money. Like, that's somebody's yearly salary that I was just sitting in the car watching my portfolio dive. So if you get to a point, regardless of token, regardless of crypto, regardless of time in the cycle, regardless of anything, if you get to a point where you are like, cool, got enough money there, get out of the market and chill, just watch the chaos unfold. Because I guarantee, people always say, oh, I know how to deal with my emotions now. That was tough. Went through a pullback, know how to deal with my emotions. Next time I'll be better. Next time you won't be better. Because next time there will be more money on the line. Next time it will, instead of it being 5, 10, 20 grand, it'll be 40, 50, 60 grand. At that point, you don't know how to prepare your emotions. Because you've never had that much money in your portfolio. You might never have had that much money in your net worth. So, if you can get out the market early, go and chill. Sit on a beach. Sit in your new car that you've bought with all your profits, or your new house, or do whatever you can do. So that doesn't answer your question in any way. I'm aware of that, but profit is a very personal thing, and only you can decide when to take profit. What I would advise is go to a chart, start drawing some lines, look at areas of interest, and base my profit around realistic levels that look like an area where you might get a pullback or it might top out for a bit. That's what I would do. What is better for tracking? I use CoinStats. I only use CoinMarketCap for these two things so that I can share it on the stream. I can't share my CoinStats on stream. So that's why I use CoinMarketCap for these two portfolios. To be fair, it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. It gives you loads of data and it's pretty user friendly. CoinStats can be a bit of a pain sometimes, but obviously you have to do it manually. The only thing I would say with CoinMarketCap, so for anyone that's not tracked their portfolio, let's say we wanted to, if we wanted to add a coin to low risk, for example, you add a transaction, not picking Casper, just out of principle. Say we wanted to pick Arbitrum. You can put in your spend, so you can actually go back in time, and it tells you. So let's go. Arbitrum's quite new. So let's say we bought, if we've not been tracking our portfolio, say on the 4th of February, we bought 1,000 Arbitrum. It'll tell us the price at that time and date. So it's quite good that way, coin market cap, in that it knows what the price is on the day. So all you need is your dates and amount of coins you've bought, and it'll calculate the price you bought it at. So it's quite good in that sense, I would say. For anyone especially that's not been tracking, they want to get caught up. Coin stats can be quite labor intensive. Coin market cap's actually really easy. And you can go back. So say you bought Bitcoin back in 2019, on October or on September the 1st, 2019, and you bought a Bitcoin. It tells you that you bought it at 9,638. So it's a really useful system, coin market cap. I just use CoinStats because I'm used to it and it's on my phone, and I've got all my alerts set up. So moving now would be absolutely. Yeah, Lewis, you're right. Aged only 20 years. Man, doing this 24/7 every single day for a number of years is exhausting. So I had to go for a massage. What other questions? Usman, will all coins do well in the bull run? Will there be some that don't move at all? There will be projects that fail. Some will still pump. I can't really think of too many examples from the last run. Sure, I can find some if I had a bit of time. Personally, crypto's speculative. Everybody's DJing. If something hasn't moved, people will just buy it because they're like, well, it's not moved, it'll eventually move, and then they'll actually move the price because more than one person will think like that. So everybody that's in crypto right now is going to make crazy amounts of money on paper, not necessarily realized. A lot of them, a large proportion, won't know when to stop chasing pumps. So because of that, they will eventually get to the coins that haven't moved, and they'll move them themselves, because there's a whole cohort of people that will do that. In fact, it'll be a large percentage. There'll be a lot of people that this is their first cycle. They'll say they hold XRP and it goes to $2. They sell half it. It's 20 grand. Then they'll divide it up amongst some coins that have barely moved. Maybe like Opulus, maybe like Inspect, which is down, maybe Caspa, which is lagging the market a wee bit. But because other people are doing the exact same thing, that's not like a genius strategy. Loads of people will be doing that. So then these coins will move and they'll make more money, and then they'll just keep doing that, and people don't know when to stop. They don't know when to get out the market. They ignore the signals. They ignore everything screaming in them in the face that the market's done, and they'll eventually get wrecked. But in doing so, they'll cause 99% of coins have at least some form of a pump in a bull run, in my humble opinion. Robert, personally, I think XRP will exceed everyone's expectations. For me, I think $7 is realistic. I think it will go much higher. I think it could do double digits, $10, $11. But I do think a lot of people will write it off way before that. No, my alerts are all on CoinStats because it's on my phone. So TradingView on your phone's a bit rubbish. I don't really use TradingView on my phone that much. I just use CoinStats really, and then whatever app like SwissBorg app to track prices of actual coins. TradingView's not the best. That's the other thing, you know. Crypto moves 24/7. That sounds great and everybody loves it and everybody holds it over TradFi as if trading 24/7 is like some amazing thing. It's amazing when you want it to be. It's not amazing when you want to get some sleep. small price you pay for life-changing gains in 3-4 years. Look at something. So this is quite interesting. That's a reminder actually. Is Black Friday this week or next week? Seems like everywhere's Black Friday for like a month. But the Black Friday deal on TradingView is normally pretty awesome. It's normally like 70% off. I don't know what. I think I'm on like premium or plus. I'm not on like some mad expensive one. I am on a paid version because you need it to do certain things like replay. Yeah, there's loads of extra features you get. But check out the TradingView Black Friday sale. I think if you're in CC Pro, there should be an affiliate link that gets you another discount. But don't pay full price for TradingView. They're always doing deals. And with it being Black Friday, perfect time to buy it and start drawing lines on the chart. This chart, I assume most people in Bitcoin don't mention it until it breaks and then they'll mention it. But this is Bitcoin measured in gold. So technically, Bitcoin hasn't actually made a new all-time high in gold yet. But it does look like it's, well, on course close its highest ever weekly candle in the price of gold, and we're about 1 ounce of gold, so we're about $2,000. So basically, when Bitcoin gets to $102,000, it will have made a new all-time high in the price of gold. Now what's weird about that is I didn't know that until I've just worked it out, but an ounce of gold is $2,700 and we're 1 ounce away from a new all-time high. $2,700 on 99k is $101,700. Earlier we drew fibs on and showed that the next resistance is at $102,000. So feels a bit strange. So much attention on it. It could be nonsense. It could be like astrology, or it could be a resistance. We see a retrace. Who knows? But a couple of interesting charts, in my opinion. Nick, nice bit of alpha there. So TradingView Black Friday sale starts on a Monday. Make that make sense. Anyway, next week TradingView Black Friday sale, I'm sure you get something stupid off, like 30, 40, 50%. It is a really good discount. I'm sure in the past they've done up to 70%, depending on if you pay annually or monthly. But I would highly, highly, highly recommend like £100 for the year. I think it's 140 for a year. Quite cheap. You get full access to this. And if you pay for the premium, you can do stuff like this. You can rewind charts so that you don't actually see what's coming next. So this was October 2021, and then you can play it forward, just like. So yeah, pretty good user features if you pay for it, and for me it's well worth the value. And for anyone that doesn't have a clue what they're doing with charts, just start drawing lines. Just start drawing stuff, writing stuff. You put pictures on. You can write whatever you want. You can write your price targets. You can literally do whatever you want, and it really will benefit your trading, your profit taking, your buying. It'll benefit everything. And apparently Usman knows somebody. I wonder if the same guy that does the dodgy fire sticks also does TradingView at a discount. Hopefully you can't hear my dog absolutely going ballistic here, but such is life. Nick Mitchell, I thought that was real time. No, you can replay the bars, but it's actually really useful because you can go back in time and make dummy trades. You could literally go back to any point in history and just be like, right, what do I think is going to happen here? Let's see if it plays out. It's quite a nice feature. But sadly, I don't think we are going to get 100k Bitcoin on this stream. Can't believe it. I would really wanted to just give Ross some good news after winding him up about his XRP. XRP used to absolutely blitz. The exciting thing for me is the US stock market is about to close. If it's not closed, and maybe actually closed 20 minutes ago, but the last few nights we have seen crypto absolutely explode once the US stock market is closed. So if we look at the 4-hour chart, like this, these candles here all happened, like this, probably the biggest one, but you can see we broke out of this triangle between 4 and 8 last night. Then we got the follow through at 8 o'clock, and then we got another follow through during the night. So we actually have stalled while the US is open. Have a look and see what happens with it. So yeah, you can kind of see it. So midnight last night, sorry, that was Wednesday into Thursday. We had midnight to 4 AM, nice move. 4 AM to 8 AM, nice move. And then we just stalled all day. And then again, Thursday night, we start moving up, stall all day. So there's not any real science behind it, but I wouldn't be surprised if this weekend, maybe in the next 6 hours, we break 100k. I say it hits over $100,000 around March. Around March? You think it's going to take 4 months for us to get over 100k? Wow. Not very bullish. Top 10 coins this bull run. I suppose based on what? XRP. I don't hold, to be honest, I don't hold any Solana because most of it either went into stupid meme coins or into Solana projects. But I think Solana is going to have a very good run. I think we could see Solana up close to $1,000. Everybody kind of laughs at that when you say it, but everybody forgets that. Where are we? We're here in the cycle. A better screen. But we are here. If it was 2020 and Ethereum went on an 885% move up from $500 to nearly $5,000. I don't see why Solana can't do something similar this cycle. So yeah, $1,000 Solana wouldn't surprise me. Dogecoin will be over $1. Chili's, I'm hoping it does some new all-time high. I actually thought it had a lot of potential. It's just never really followed through. It does look quite bullish on the 3-day chart. Getting bought up. Breaks these two levels, 9 cents, and then we'll move quite fast to 16. Uniswap, I love Uniswap. What else? These coins, hold half these coins, they're just good for trading. Borg, I think we see 10x in Borg. I think we see $2 Borg easy. Easy. I hope I'm right, but I think we'll look back on Borg as an absolute game changer, especially for CC Pro. I know everybody in CC Pro is very bullish on SwissBorg and Borg token. I do think we'll look back and think that was an absolute gift of a token. LimeWire 10x from here would be very bullish. Populous will do well. I really like Inspect. I hope Inspect does well. I hold quite a lot of Inspect because I like it. I actually think it's a decent utility project. Actually solves a problem, especially for newcomers. Let me have a look. XBorg, obviously, it's got a big holding of mine. What else? Alvara. Love Alvara. I'm dying for Alvara to launch the mainnet because I think it'll be cool. And I think again, it's got a real use. See the value in it. See it long term. Yeah. MV. It slowly became one of my bigger investments because it kept dipping and I just had to keep buying it. So MV. And then, you know what, I've still got a lot of faith in Antara as well. Bought a lot of Antara at the pre-sale, bought more since, and yeah, I'm hoping when we do get this film that it pulls up. And then I FOMO'd into a few coins recently, one of which was UTK, which is X money, and I also FOMO'd into this coin called Matrix 1, which is an AI agent type coin. So yeah, that's kind of a run through of some of my coins that I hold and for. Let's have a quick look at the chat. I say it hits over $100,000 around March when everything is possible now that Trump won. Everyone a month ago said it wouldn't. Oh. I don't really know what that means. If you're in CC Pro, and I know I cast it up all the time, and anyone that watches my streams knows I cast it up all the time, but in August, when Bitcoin was at $48,000, the 5th of August, or $52,000, was it? No, it was in here. This wick here, I put a post out saying $90,000 before Christmas, and everybody thought I was mental, and here we are. Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. That was fun. Enjoyed that. Hopefully we can do more streams. Let's see if we get to 100k this weekend. Maybe we'll do another Sunday night stream. That was good fun last weekend. And yeah, markets are bullish. Everyone's bullish. 99% of people are bullish. Get ready for the pullback though. Not to be bearish, but if you aren't emotionally prepared for a 30% pullback, you will get caught out and you'll end up FOMOing and selling or doing something stupid. So don't short a bull market, but get ready for pullbacks. If you're not on CC Pro, you are missing out. We bring this information, this education every single day, and hopefully we are about to change some people's lives with the wealth they're going to make from this cycle. So thanks very much for tuning in. I will catch you all very soon, and I'll see you all on CC Pro.